Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for all the great comments. There's been a couple of questions about tutorials and paint jobs and things, and someone asked me if I could do a tutorial on how I do the cork basing. Sure, yeah I could. It's really, really simple. Let me just get some cork and I'll show you what's what. So basically, you can get these cork placemats at the dollar store, or the whatever, and you just basically go around and you tear off chunks. And Orc Painter Nerd has a great tutorial on this. And once you get like a nice chunk, you can just break it off with your fingers. What I sometimes do is, let's see, what thickness is this? Like a centimeter thick. Sometimes I get the pliers and I just break it, so it has a nice sort of like organic sort of tear to it. It's a bit more geological, and then you can just sort of go further down. The trick, I think, to make it a bit different is so that when you stick it to the base, you don't just have a flat top and a flat bottom where the sides are all sort of vertical. You want to like take parts out, so pick a bottom off bit here, pick a top bit off there, just give it a bit of like difference. What I do is when I've got like a 25mm base, I break off a chunk that's the size of the 25mm base, so like for example that big, right? And then you could stick that on the base, but what I do is I tear it, like that or something, and then I remember where these cracks are, and then I pull them apart and I space it out a bit more, so it's got a bit more space to it, and that way when you put it back together, you can like flip bits around, move them around, stuff like that. And then you can also go in with a knife, right, and cut height out. So if you can make flat cuts through it, and you can tear or you can cut straight through, and then you've got different like levels, and then you just go in and glue that onto your base. Anyway, look, I'll do a proper tutorial for sure sometime. I just wanted to answer that question now, but I'll try and do one this weekend for you. Let me show you where things are at with my birdie. I'm about to base coat him, and I know some people like to see the green stuff and plastic cut before the base coat goes on. He's ready to go. Thanks for all the feedback. I totally heard a lot of people saying that the legs looked really puny, and I know that they meant thickness because the original bird legs were quite thin. So I did order some thicker bird legs from the Empire Franz Carl, whatever his name is, Empire guy on the Griffin. They're much thicker legs, but I haven't got them yet, and I'm not going to use them. Instead, what I decided to do is just make the legs longer, because I like the chicken look. I like that the hawk talons are thin, but I built them up. Let's have a look at some of the detail there. You can see some plastic card detail, rings and sort of stuff, and you can see it on here as well with the plastic card. And also gave them some Furiosa Dread talons on each toe to extend the length of the feet. So I didn't go for thicker feet, I went for longer, more mechanical dynamic feet, so that it would draw more attention, which is just another way of balancing things out. Over here we've got the more finished in green stuff with some threads hanging off, and those are going to go. I'll go over those in red gloss and much more gore. But I just wanted to get some green stuff in there as a guide rope, and been putting in some Thousand Suns type detail, just horizontal bars everywhere, for the blue and gold banding, on the arm and stuff, and then also got some little tiny wings coming out at the bottom here, which will just be subtle little things. I don't want it to look too silly. Whoops, it fell out, because they come out for painting. But I just wanted to have a bit more chickeny hawk stuff going on. And then just putting plastic card bits along all the edges to do edging, and just some cloth on the back, and some ornaments and bits and watches, and spikes on the shoulders. My Thousand Suns are going to be pretty cornified, like pretty scully, pretty spiky, pretty muddy. They're going to be sort of badass Thousand Suns, and you can see the top knot there, and a spiky thing that leans slightly forward, but I really like that forward look. It's kind of cool. I've left the center part plain. I was going to do some freehand or some glow effects. I'm not quite sure yet. But I don't want to spend too long on these conversions. As you know, I spend a lot longer on conversions for customers. I don't want to spend ages on my conversions for this project. I just want to get and do some good painting. So this guy is ready to be base coated. I'm really, happy enough with him at this point, and it's been fun. So that's the first Dreadnought, which has been Tzeentchified, and I will keep you guys in the loop. I'll base coat him and get him painted up as soon as I can. What was some of the other questions that were going around? I know what I want to talk about. So my Thousand Sun army is going to be kind of different because Thousand Suns fluff-wise have no mutations. Mine aren't going to be mutated, but they're going to be pretty like messed up, like battle worn and stuff like that. And there won't be any faces because the idea is that there's no one inside the suits. It's just dust. But they're going to be very ornate, and to that end, I'm going to be using entirely chosen models. So I'm going to use the 5 chosen to build like a unit of 40,000 Suns or something. I think I'll also play them if I play them as standard Space Marines, or maybe, but yeah, because I think the 1,000 Sun list is not particularly exciting for me because you can't, you're not meant to field so many models, and you don't get to field all of the cool models, I think. So I might sort of just have them as stand-ins, but I like the look of the 1,000 Suns. So I'm going to use only chosen models for my Space Marines. So that's going to be a massive conversion project, and I will be doing some tutorials on how to convert chosen and repose them and swap bodies out and all that kind of cool stuff. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments. I'll definitely respond to them this weekend. Sorry, I've been lax as usual, but this is the guide before I do the base coat, and I will keep you up to date. Wait, if you're still watching, this is the Cork base that I use for this guy. It's done using the same method, just lots of little layers of cork torn by hand and by pliers to give an organic look, and just glued on. So there's 1, 2, 3. Just under this foot, there's like 4 different pieces that I've glued together, and that's how that works. And yeah, gosh, this has been a ramble. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.